Well, hi there. This is Jacqueline with Nickel and Dime Decor and another completed quilt. I have completed 2 of them this past weekend. It's quite an accomplishment for me. But I'll have a full picture of it so you can see it. But this is our T-shirt quilt. And I didn't have a whole lot of interest for it, but some of you really wanted to make one. And I've learned a lot. This is my first one. And there's a lot of do's and don'ts, and I'm going to share that with you. The lady that brought me these T-shirts, her husband's, she didn't want me to cover up the logos with quilting. And so I chose to just stitch in the ditch on the sashing. Well, of course, these are 18, 17-inch squares, so it's not enough quilting. Therefore, on your outside border here, it's wrinkled looking, wavy looking. And that would not have happened if I would have quilted my borders. And so the next one that I'm going to make, she wants another one. And it is going to be quilted all over and no batting. This quilt is extremely heavy. And I'm just going to put the top and the backing together, and then I'm going to quilt it in a diagonal grid, just straight lines, about 2 inches apart, 1.5 inches apart. And I'm going to go across. And I think most of her T-shirts are in the black and the grays, navy's choices, so I might use black thread. I don't know. It depends, I guess, what I use for the sashing. Now, let me show you the back side. And I put a label, and she doesn't know if she's going to keep it or give it to her daughter and give the other one to the daughter. So I just put in memory of and his name. And the way I did that is I just put some heat and bond on the back of it, folded over the edges, and I pressed it, and therefore you have a nice turned under label. I did a 1/4 inch, just turned it under. I did this not on my embroidery machine, on just my sewing machine. And on my sewing machine, it goes up and down. You know, it starts this way and prints it this way. So you have to think a minute, but I just drew 3 lines with my friction pen and kept the lettering as guided as I could, and that's what makes it straight, is I had a little faint line on there, and that's how I did it. I think all of your sewing machines have your alphabet on your sewing options, so it works great. And then I hand stitched it down, even though it's adhered to it. I want it to stay. The red and black backing I really do like. The binding is okay. I did it with a zigzag. It was hard to do because this border was not quilted, and so it puckered up a little on me. But overall, it's well done. It's okay, but there are some goofs on it. And so that's my thinking on it. If you want to make one on the next one, with this stabilizer that you put on the back of the squares, it gives it enough body that I think I just will not use the batting. I'm gonna try it. And then that would make it so much easier to quilt. And I don't think she ever intended for this to be this heavy, but boy, I tell you, you can have 6 feet of snow on the ground and you're gonna stay warm, because it's a real nice weight. So that's all the things that I learned about a T-shirt quilt. The top was very, very simple to make. You just have to do some measuring. And because, as you'll see on the full size of it, your blocks do not match, and they're different sizes depending upon your T-shirt. And go back to the other 2 videos that I have for the T-shirts, and it'll show you how to cut them out and everything, step by step. So, another quilt finished. Thank you so much for watching my channel, and if you would subscribe, I would appreciate it. Or push the share button and share with somebody, or give me a thumbs up, whatever you prefer. You have a wonderful day. God bless.